Hi everyone, I'm getting my super special guests. I am hoping they are about to join me. Good afternoon, everyone. There they are. I am so thrilled today to welcome two amazing women, Shamim and Fatima Popol, who run an incredible restaurant in Washington, D.C., Lapis, D.C., hence their Instagram name. It is an Afghan bistro. And their family was forced to flee Afghanistan after the Soviet invasion and finally arrived in the US in the 1980s. And so this is a moment where all of our hearts are turning towards the people of Afghanistan and especially the women. It's been so heartbreaking for so many of us to watch, but it has to be so much more so for both of you because this feels all too familiar. And so thank you for your work and thank you for being here today because I can't wait to learn more about your efforts, except that you've now left. So I'm going to get you back. Hang on. Little tech glitch, hoping they come back. All right, and try to invite them one more time. Let's see. Okay, again, trying.
Can you hear us
they're
now?
back.
Sorry,
You're back.
sorry about
Yes.
that.
You're back. You're back. Can you guys hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear you now.
yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you're back. I talked about the experience your family has had, and I talked about, you know, how this is such a heartbreaking time for so many of us, but obviously so much closer to your family. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank
you for
us.
having us.
Shamim, you're the matriarch of the family and someone I know so many of us
Thank you.
there. And you're the mastermind behind so many of these restaurants you have in DC. What inspired you to open up Lapis?
When we came to United States on 1987, I was always Can you hear us? Sorry, we have a. When we came to America in 1987, after the war settled down in America, I was always missing our food and culture and the hospitality. Anywhere I went, I saw. At the end of the day, I came back and I cooked our own food for my family and for my children. And for me, it was something. And for the family, they told me that, Mom, our food is so delicious, and the way you cook and prepare, why can't we introduce this to our neighbors and to the to everyone around us in Washington D.C. At the beginning, I was like, wow, I cook for you guys. I don't think so I can do this. So we decided to introduce to our neighbors and to Washingtonians that Afghan food and Afghan culture, to bring and introduce our country to the people here, and to see how our food is and how our culture is, and how how Afghans are. So that's how brought us to open Lapis Bistro. And today, I'm very, very happy that the result and the feedback was and is great. And so I anywhere I went, I couldn't find the taste of our food to any other restaurants. So that's why
It's just,
yeah.
well, food is so important to culture. So look, a lot of us are glued to the news watching what's happening in Afghanistan. But obviously this is much more personal for you. You fled 40 years ago and you came to DC as Afghan
As a,
refugee.
yes,
Can you
yes.
share with us the experience you had then?
I left Afghanistan. Sorry, when I talk about Afghanistan, I get so emotional. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
1980, I left Afghanistan with 3 small children. And we reached United States 1987. When I left the country with just a suitcase and 3 small kids, nothing else. But to join my husband, he was with Intercontinental Hotel in United Arab Emirates. We settled down there for a few years, which was, I think we were lucky, one of the luckiest. And then we had to leave there and settle down somewhere for the future of our children. So we picked United States. We came here as a tourist visa for 6 months, and then we started from zero here. And we work our way very hard, and our children grew up, studied, become really successful. And our story is very, very long, but I'm just telling you the very short story from the starting to the end. So that's where we are today. And today it's another shock for us to see the new refugees, the newcomers, which we are very blessed and happy. At least we can help the newcomers, support them emotionally, mentally, because they're all really damaged mentally, physically. They need lots and lots of help. So my family and I, we are trying to help, and we are happy at least we can help them. Because when we came, we didn't have this opportunity that someone will come and help us. But now we want to help our Afghans, especially women and children. They need really support from everyone.
So Fatima, you started a drive on Instagram, on your Instagram, which led to a really amazing outpouring of support. It shows your mother, Shameem. Someone wrote a comment as you were speaking, saying that you were a hero. And Fatima, you were your mother's advice, and you started Razor. Tell us more about your job. What led you to turn to this community on Instagram for support?
It was really hard watching the news and watching everything that was going on. We always say, even if you're born or not born in Afghanistan, the blood runs through us. It's very strong. Our pride for our country is very strong. The donation drive basically started because we felt hopeless. Hopeless in the sense that we were watching the news, TV, and not having the opportunity or being able to help the Afghans in Afghanistan. And it was really tough. So my family and I, we decided, we have the opportunity to help those who are resettling here in the DMV area. And that's exactly what the idea was let's try to help everyone that is coming through here, that is resettling here in Virginia, Maryland, and DC. So my brother and I over text thought, okay, let's put some posts up on Instagram. It's the way to communicate and get to the masses. And also it is how these days all of us communicate. So we created a post on a Tuesday night, and overnight we posted it on both our restaurant Instagrams and then also our personal. And we had some of our friends and also our colleagues that work with us repost. And it went from there. And it was an immense amount of support, and the amount of donations that we received, and the volunteers that came through, and the words of love and support. It was just incredible, overwhelming. So,
Well, sorry.
I was just saying, so yeah, we used Instagram basically to communicate daily to not only everyone who was bringing in donations, but also to all our volunteers. Every time we needed volunteers to come sort through our donations, to come help load a truck, or go to another location to drop off our truckloads. We were communicating through that, and it was just an incredible way of just speaking to our neighborhoods and to everyone, and there was so much love from as well.
Well, I'm so sorry, Fatima, you looked paused. I want to make sure you were finished.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you're paused. Sorry. Can you hear me, Fatima? Yeah.
I can.
Okay.
Do you hear us? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So look, someone just wrote, you made a huge step forward in a hopeless situation. And I think that's right. And we're so all inspired. Last question. You know, when disaster strikes, we do see amazing people like you emerge with action. What is your advice to anyone who's watching us right now who wants to support Afghan refugees or Afghan women and girls in the country? What would you tell people to do? Because I think so many people watching want to do something.
Yes. There's a couple different ways. For those of you watching that are watching the news that's going on in Afghanistan, you can see the power of the Afghan women every single day in the past couple days protesting for their human rights, nothing more than just human rights. And what we ask is that they are not forgotten. Just because they are not in our surrounding, they are not in this country, they are not in our neighborhoods, please do not forget them. They need your voices. They need your support. They need the strength of everyone in the international community. We cannot let them go. And for all of those that are here in the DMV area, there's thousands of Afghans that have come through. They also need our help, not only through donations, but they need assistance to get through the hardship that they have just seen. They need leadership to assist them and guide them with the direction that they need to go through life. The girls and the women need to be empowered here, to be educated, and to be shown how to be a leader outside of Afghanistan at this moment, but still here in their communities. They need our support through donations, but also through
need a mentally support.
I think, unfortunately, we have a little bit of a bad connection. So I want to thank Fatima and Shameem for your leadership, for the things you said on this about people needing connection. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I was sorry, you had a bad connection. I want to let you finish, and then I was thanking you. You kind of froze right at the end there after you said that people need leadership, need support.
Yes. Our country needs support. We don't want our country to be forgotten. We don't want the world to turn their back on us. We are human beings like all other people around the world. We Afghans, we want to live and have freedom like all other people around the world. So please do not turn your back on us.
Well, thank you. I think it is getting to meet amazing women, multi-generational women like you, that remind all of us what's possible and that we cannot ever ignore the struggles people face right now.
Yes.
You are a hero, as I said before in one of these comments that I think many of the comments said, both of you. Thank you for spending time and talking to all of us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving a chance to be there.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you all for watching.